I wanted to follow up really quickly with you guys on a longer article that I wrote recently, just to make sure that you understand that the five architectural models buyers and builders can use to help navigate risk when they're either setting up a new project within their own organization, or if they're trying to invest in a startup that's trying to sell into large organizations. And so, very quickly, I know some of you have already seen this. There are five architectural models that we care about when we're thinking about these agentic solutions inside of big organizations like financials, medical. You can have a centralized one in which there's a single enterprise platform and everyone's singing from the same book. You can have federated, which is a little bit more semi-autonomous, where you have agents working in clusters by business unit. My honest opinion is I think that's where most people land anyway. Mesh, highly distributed, peer-to-peer. It's a little bit of the dream of having highly automated agents working on their own with data and AI. Layered, where you have more human interaction. A lot of highly regulated organizations love this. And then composable, which is really a mix of architectural patterns that can stay flexible by design as you evolve what your needs are as an organization. So let's talk a little bit about how this relates to types of risk. When you see that centralized architecture, it's really best for very traditional hierarchical organizations that like to bring a lot of people to the table, really lay out all of the rules and regulations, and then they can centralize it. Federated works better in really large scale multi-division enterprises. So if you have lines of business that are nominally part of a big company, but really operate as single lines of business, you may want to go for federated and double click hard on any of the rules and regulations around governance, because there can be some gaps if you don't have a really good run book on the governance side. Mesh. Mesh is great for really highly innovative organizations. I've mostly found these to be really large scale data marketing media organizations that are working on the product side, a little less concerned with the compliance and security as their first mission. Layered as an architecture, we just talked about that. This is great for really processed or driven organizations, people who have a lot of checks. Maybe it's a single line of business. Maybe it's something that's really like a specific subject matter, like marine architectures. So if you see a play in this space, that's what you want to really look for, are those process driven organizations. Lastly, hybrid. I haven't seen this in the wild myself. Please, my DMs are open. So please add some examples. I haven't yet seen a truly hybrid and architecture for agentic AI, but I think that's probably the destination. So if you see a startup that you think has figured this out, please let me know. Thanks.